Good morning, Panthers, and welcome back to another PTV episode. I'm Cesar Torres.
And I'm David Valance. Let's get right into this week's announcements. This week is CASP testing for juniors. Students and their families should have received an email from Mr. Lapierre letting them know the information in the schedule. If students cannot access their email, it can still be found on this week's newsletter sent to your Gmail account. Good luck, juniors.
Congratulations to MPHS Chamber Orchestra for being accepted into the annual California Music Education Association Festival. Among the limited amount of ensembles allowed to apply, our school was selected to perform, so tonight at 7 p.m. the Chamber Orchestra will be performing at Thousand Oaks High School Performing Arts Center. Tickets are free, so come and show your support.
And now, here's Justin with exciting information on the County Line Car Show.
I like cars, and you should too. Luckily, County Line Cars and Coffee offers a fantastic experience for car enthusiasts. Let's go check them out.
Cars and Coffee in general is just for a bunch of people to get together who are very interested in cars and are very hyper car enthusiasts.
The great thing about this Cars and Coffee event is the variety of cars that you get to see here. You see everything from exotic sports cars to muscle cars and everything in between.
The majority of sports cars that I see here are the Porsches pretty much dominate that part of it. A lot of Lamborghinis, lots of Ferraris, but then we also have the American muscle cars, of course tons of Corvettes.
And movie cars. Last time I was here I got to see a really fantastic version of the Back to the Future DeLorean. With even working smoke coming out of the back of it, and even some really unique cars. Like there was a classic car back there just a little bit ago, all made out of wood, which is kind of crazy to see.
So the Cars and Coffee gathering is just for people to come together and to talk about their passion, which is cars. It could be either having a car from the 50s and what kind of modifications they've done to it, and just also talk about what the current car scene is and different ways the manufacturers are going on different trends.
So being that this is a Cars and Coffee, of course, you've got coffee. So at every event they bring coffee, and again, it just kind of helps to support and embrace that social aspect of the event where enthusiasts come together, they share a cup of coffee with each other, and they talk cars.
Yeah, so this particular car show is on the second Saturday of the month from 8 to 10, and we're at the Westlake Promenade.
Reporting for PTV, I'm Justin Bongiorno alongside photojournalist Michael Bongiorno.
Just a reminder for some of you Panthers out there, prom tickets are on sale until April 12th. But, fun fact, most students are actually out of school from March 29th through April 7th. So it would be pretty smart of you to buy tickets now before prices inflate to gasoline levels of bad.
For those of you that don't want to finish their last high school year, on boarding note, grad night is a perfect opportunity for you. You can buy tickets now on the student store or in the online store. This will be a great tip to Six Flags from Friday night on June 7th until the morning of the next day. So buy Dr. Pepper, candy, and as much of junk food as you possibly can to stay sane until next day.
If you're top 50 in March Madness, be sure to go out to the table in the quad at lunch to pick up your Crumble Cookie reward. Next round, after spring break, the next 25 students will be able to receive an In-N-Out gift card for their bracket's accuracy.
If you want to know the dark things that Nickelodeon has covered through the years, here's Ariela with HBO new series Quiet on Set.
Hey Panthers, if you haven't been on TikTok recently, you might have missed the incessant posts about Max's new expose documentary, Quiet on Set. The show follows the behind-the-scenes environment of Nickelodeon during the late 90s up until the 2010s. Split into 4 one-hour episodes, each part seems to reveal even darker and more unsettling secrets as it goes on. The first episode focuses on the extremely uncomfortable and sexist work environment created by Nickelodeon's prize producer, Dan Schneider. 2 female writers opened up about their time working on the children's sketch show, All That, and how they had a split salary despite it being illegal. There are many more obscene experiences that they share, but it's important to hear their words on it and not mine. The second episode dives in on the discovery of Amanda Bynes and a not-so-well-known name until a few weeks ago, Brian Peck. Despite the Amanda Show and All That being some of the most famous children's shows on Nickelodeon and looking like fun for the actors involved, it was the opposite. The interviews reveal how Schneider and Peck had strange relationships with the child actors. And one of the most memorable moments of this episode was an actor recalling Peck bragging about his pen pal, John Wayne Gacy. The third episode was the most heartbreaking. For fans of the show Drake and Josh, audiences were horrified to find out about the treatment of actor Drake Bell from Brian Peck. The show goes into great detail about the tragic experience and how little justice was accomplished. Although Peck was guilty of his crimes, hundreds of actors like James Marsden and Taran Killam wrote letters of character to the judge in honor of Peck. The last episode continues to emphasize Schneider's inappropriate behavior and how it even made its way into his scripts through many innuendos. The excerpts from the shows like iCarly and Victorious bring into perspective how recent these instances were. Overall, the documentary is extremely important in not just exposing the past, but the reality of what child actors may still endure to this day. That's all for me, Panthers. Back to the desk.
The third annual Student Music and Showcase was an amazing event that featured students from IB Music and 3M Music Honor Society. Selected students from all the music ensembles performed unique arrangements, covers, and compositions. This event was able to raise money from unprivileged students in Ventura.
Throughout the night, there were songs new and old performed with a new perspective. It was a great night for students, former, present, and future alike. And be sure to stay tuned next year for the next Student Musician Showcase.
Wow, it really made me feel so bad as watching Nickelodeon as a kid.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, personally, I was a bit more of a Cartoon Network kind of guy, so...
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Well, Panthers, that's all the time we have for you today.
We hope you have a great day and an even better spring break.